All happens on the motorway. I don't know if it's a car or a van, but it's going well. Fire engines will be here in a minute. I think they're all right. They're all stood by the road. All happens around here. You get to see it all. Come on. Go on. Go on, go. Go on, go. Go on. Go on, him. Go on, him. Go on. Good. 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 Got it. Good. These are the next group. They're out of this middle shed. They're the second ones. We've ran them through. Everything's had a bolus, everything's had a fly tag. We've taken down numbers, make sure all the calves are right with the right mums. Ricky's in there, he's the limousine bull. Managed to get a bolus in him, although he did bash the farmer's out. But, we still managed to do it. We're quite happy with that. So they're all ready to go out. Take the calves away first, then the cows will follow. They want to get loaded then. Should be a couple of trips, and we'll be hopefully have a not so much fun as yesterday. Two of the calves got out and went through the fence and went on a jolly on their own. So it was a bit of mayhem for half an hour, but in the end they come back and they're all in the field and they're all fine now. So yeah, gonna get these lot loaded up and take them to the field. Happy? Come on then.
Charged straight to a corner, did you see it?
Yeah, why?
It's how they are, mate. It's safety, innit? It's got to be, mate, innit?
Yeah.
They get first poison to run out, right? Just run in front of them, mate. Send them that way. Hey!
Ah, shh. Go on, shh.
Just shows how risky that is with them electric fences, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Good field that, isn't it? Nice field this one.
Perfect. Alright.
That's that bloody...
That's drier than I thought.
Yeah, I thought that. It's a bit better, isn't it?
It's a better bunch, mate.
She's a big old girl, isn't she, that one?
And a better bunch is just that handier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably the other old cow's taken for another circuit now.
Yeah, they're knackered. Just had 5 minutes getting this thing set up and ready for its first use. Got a seat cover on there and yeah, it's ready to go. Nothing in there. But this thing is set up pretty much exactly like our other one. Just have a quick blaze around the yard with it, see what it can do. We haven't done anything with it yet. Farmer's been tweaking some of the hydraulics. We have them set a little bit differently to how they come from the factory. We like to, if we press our rear spool button, we want that to go onto our hitch rather than the rear hydraulics. So we always swap those around every single time. We get rid of that beeper because the beeper just sends you mad. Sort of have a little play. Got a few different settings on here, so we can go. I don't know what they all do. Hydraulics. Got different hydraulic modes. Don't know what it does. Don't know. Seems a little bit. Oh yeah, that's fast. Oh, that's a little bit too fast. And standard. Probably how we use the other one actually, thinking about it. Yeah, it'll be a good little machine, I'm sure of it. But the only thing we've got to get used to is putting the handbrake on there. That's the only thing. You can have it on auto, which will put the handbrake on every time you go to put it in neutral. Let me show you. And then when you want to go, just press the button and it releases it. Stop. Put it in neutral, handbrake comes on. Forwards, go. I don't know. First older group out of here, they're over at one of the fields already. We did them yesterday. Second group went out today. Much better day actually, nothing went wrong today, so that was all right. We still got big group that side, so we've got some sorting out to do next week. We'll get another bunch out. The next bunch go down to some of the wetlands, so we've got to wait just a few more days for that to dry up. It is drying up, even though weather's not perfect at the moment. New hats are in. Four Winds hats. They should be, by the time you see this video, they should be in the link in the description, ready for you to have a look at if you want to get yourself ones. We don't make a lot of money off them. It's not something we want to make money off, so it's not even really worth doing, if I'm honest. But they're there if you want them. Hats, t-shirts, I think there's hoodies on there. We've got some new jackets as well. You might have seen Keithy wearing one in the last few videos. Four Winds jacket, black jacket. Have a look at those. They're a little bit thinner, like a summer jacket sort of thing. Keithy's back off his holidays. We're heading over to the store field to string a line up to section some of that field off so we can make hay or silage on it. We're on the new teleporter. This is the first ride really. None of us has used it. We've got a couple of posts to push in. We're going to push it in with this. Right, I ain't got much footage for you. We're just stringing this line up. The cattle are being difficult, obviously. They want to know what you're going on. They're literally just walking up and down our line. We put little stakes in all the way across. Basically, we've got a reel of electric line. It's going to go all the way along. They know what the lines are now because they've been zapped a few times. Keithy's just rounding them back into the right half, and then we'll line our line up. And once they see it, they shouldn't go near it, hopefully. And if they do go near it, they should get a zap. But we need them the right side if we can. We fed them a bit of barley. They had the barley and then come buggering about with us. Bit of fun getting them over to the right side. And this half of the field we're going to use for either haymaking or silaging. I don't know which. We'll decide on the day and what's there and how good the quality is and all the rest of it. Just wait for Keith to come back. Weather is terrible again. It just starts drying up and then you get another lot of this. So yeah, it's miserable, but never mind. Here comes Keithy. It's a better start to the day. All right, mister.
Hello.
You all right?
Yeah.
Good. Bit better today, isn't it? It was thrashing it down last night. Me and Keithy went to put the line up to stop the cows going across the field there. Oh my God, we were soaked. Yeah, right, call it a day. It was just, we got the line up, but we didn't do what we wanted to do. We wanted to go around the fence and just chop the snaggly bits. It's earthing out on the electric fence there, so I want to get round there and do that. That's still to do, really. Farmer's had a bit of a shuffle about, actually. He's put all the youngest cows and calves and moved them over to that shed over there. So all that's left in here are cows to calve. He's also taken out some Cull cows, cows that are older, cows that have not calved for a couple of years, cows that have had problems in calving. So they've all gone to the field for now, until we can make sure their tags are correct and everything like that, and get a lorry here to take them away. Got a grain clinic today, so we're going to take our grain moisture meter to the grain clinic, measure it against a sample that is calibrated, and we will see how far our moisture meter is out or in, or how close it is. That's run by Turney's, so we'll head down there and do that. Cold morning this morning. It frosted pretty hard actually, -2 I think it went down to. This little calf ain't quite right, so we're going to give him a jab, probably pneumonia. We want to get them out, but their fields that these lot are allotted to are just still too damp. We had another lot of rain yesterday, so just don't help things. He's just not quite right. He doesn't look himself, breathing a bit heavy, head down, ears back, just telltale signs of something not quite right. This is this morning's calf. Christ, he's a big one as well. 360. Hello. All right, girl. Hello, mister. How are you doing? You're a big boy, aren't you? Hey? All right, babe. What we got then? Got a little steer. Nice one. Farmer said he sucked already, so that's always good. Keithy's back off his holidays. He's back. He had a good time. He had the weather with him, so that was good. This is all that's left in here to calve. Farmer had a couple more bulling about, so he's chucked them through. That 302 she ain't gonna calve. 246, yeah, that's his mum. She's the one that had that prolapse, so we don't want to. She's pretty old now as well, so she'll be getting on for 11 or 12. But she won't be able to have another calf because of the prolapse. It will happen again. It will be worse next year. 302, she's going to be culled. She just won't put condition on. We've fluked her, we've wormed her, we've done everything we possibly can. We've tested her. There ain't nothing showing up now, but she won't put condition on. So unfortunately, she is going to be one of the culled ones as well. Who we got here? 381. She's just starting to bag up. She'll be one of the last ones. And 400 here, she's a heifer. She's probably going to be one of the last ones as well. So there we go, that'll be it then. That'll be calving done. It's been a good calving this year, a million times better than last year. Yeah, just a normal calving time really. It's been a lot better. I don't know what we've changed, or I don't know what's gone differently, you know, but it's been a lot better. These are all cows waiting to go out. We're waiting for grass to dry up. If you let them out now, they just poach the ground and quarrels. They just cause a mess. Probably another week before them lot can go out. 2 bunches are out already. The young ones have gone over to that pen over there. We'll fizzle them out to the groups when we once we've dehorned them. They need dehorning soon. And there's always a couple of stragglers at the end. The last calved, you have to wait for their horns to develop, so there's always a couple of stragglers that will go out at the very end there. Yeah, it's been good actually, it's been really good. The turn is, and you take your moisture meter down there, and basically they have set pots of different varieties of different grains. So you've got wheat, barley, oilseed rape, they're the main ones for us. Yeah, you just test your moisture meter against a calibrated sample there. So our one was, the wheat was, the reference was 13.3, ours was 13.6, barley 16.1 was the reference, ours was 15.9, and the oilseed rape was just 0.1 off. So yeah, they're, you know, they're within the tolerance, you know. So we have to have this for the red tractor assurance. This part of it just shows that you've measured your, you've had your tester looked at and measured. So it's all part of that. These are our Cull cows. So these are cows that haven't produced a calf for a couple of years. They're cows that you know, ones that may have prolapsed, basically cows that aren't performing. That'll be their last time here. They're out in the grass at the minute while we get tags and stuff like that sorted out, and then they'll go onto a lorry, and that'll be the end of the line for those guys. But you can't keep everything. You can only keep the ones that are performing and the ones that are giving you calves. You can't just keep these animals for fun. So those are the ones that will be heading out this year. There's always 5 or 6 every year, you know, that older cows, you know, stuff like that. And I'm just going to walk you, we're hitching up to a trailer. Me and Keithy are going to go and grab some hay and straw from one of the other farms, from Peter's farm. I'm just going to show you, you can see the rectangular shape in the ryegrass there. Colin had his own mix. So Colin's got this field on the left there. He had his own mix of grass that he bought down and we put in for him. And we had a different grass, and it's the drill blocked up, so the farmer had to patch it in. Didn't realise he put Cole's seed in the drill, just filled it up with whatever was open at the time. Went and patched it up, but you can see the differences in the grass. Our grass is real lush and green. We'll get out and have a look in a minute. But Cole's grass is just a little bit different. Farmer's out spraying. He's out spraying the wheat. Young Charlie's out rolling. She's rolling everything she can. That's dry enough. There's lots of different jobs going on. Linda's out on hay deliveries. Keithy, he's going to be bringing the new loader up and filling us up with a load of straw. It is still sodden underfoot. This is a normal wet spot of the field, which is always wet. Now have a look at this grass here. We're in the field now. That is up past my knees, mid-thigh level. There is going to be, there's a crop of grass here already, if you know what I mean. Keithy will be here mowing it. If we have a dry week, Keithy will be here mowing it. There's a crop there already. It's amazing the difference in this grass that we chose, which is, I think it's just a generic ryegrass mix farmer chose, compared to the variety that Cole chose, which is just here. Oh, I don't know quite what's going on, but farmer did come back and re-drill. But the variety Cole chose, I don't know if it's more permanent lay or what it is, but it stands out like a sore thumb. That bit of patch there, that's wheat. Take no notice of that. There's going to be wheat amongst it, so it's going to be silage first cut. We'll get the fertilizers spreader back on it and hopefully have another cut out of it. But we sort of wish we never patched it in with we didn't realise there'd be such a difference in the grass, if I'm honest. The grass we chose is lush and long and green. It's a ryegrass, so you know, it's that stalky heady grass, but we're going to cut it as soon as we can. There's a bit of black grass in there already, look at that. Is that black grass? Looks like a black grass. But yes, as soon as we get a dry-ish week, we'll be out here with the round baler. We round bale everything, all our silage, wrap it. We need to make quite a bit this time. We've always got a few fields that aren't quite fit enough for small meadow hay, so they always go into silage. And looks like this year is going to be a little bit of grass about, which is good. Hopefully we get some weather to go with it. We'll soon be on the tractors. It soon goes from cattle, cattle, cattle to field, 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 and then you start getting bored of those type of videos. But there we go. I'm really looking forward to spending some time on the tractors. Young Charlie, she's had to go and do all the rolling because me and the farmer have had to deal with the cattle, getting the cattle out. But yeah, we'll all be on the tractor soon. It'll be it's going to move very, very quickly, all in a short amount of time. We're going to have to clear sheds, then we'll do silage, and yeah, we've got lots of little jobs coming up, and we'll be moving very quickly. Keithy's up here on the new teleporter, loading a bit of straw. Take this one back, come back for another load. It's nice using a new machine. It doesn't take long for them to get dirty though, that's the problem. Especially at half hour. What do we think to the new one then? Good?
Yeah, it's no different to the other.
No,
really.
I know. It's literally no different, is it? Which end? Yeah.
The brakes plugged in on that black pedal and I come up here.
I see that. I can see the drive, the marks on the drive.
Yeah, bang! It's just literally through the window.
No. They might have to come in and adjust those, haven't they?
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's the same, isn't it? The auto handbrake, is that good? Do you like it? I think that's alright.
That's it, if you're going up to a trailer and you have your brake on, foot on the brake too long,
yeah,
it comes on. You can hear something come on.
Oh, right.
It doesn't matter, you put the foot on the throttle, it comes off again.
Yeah. I noticed that yesterday in the field. It was alright if you were coasting over a certain speed, but when you got to like 1 mile an hour, it locked it on.
Yeah, if you put the brakes on, if you're going up to a trailer, and you stand too long with your foot on the brake, you can hear it down here, you can hear it.
Yeah.
That won't make no difference really, but
No.
just turn it off when you're loading.
Yeah, it's got, I didn't tell you, it's got a, they call it some special eco mode. Basically, it shuts itself off after 5 minutes.
Alright.
So if you've left it somewhere, it's on at the minute, yeah. I thought that wouldn't hurt really, you know,
No,
sometimes you leave them, don't you, for an hour and you're like, oh Christ, I forgot that.
Yeah, the rollers have got that on, haven't they?
Yeah. Just start, stop, isn't it? Simply. What's the plugs at the front now? Is that aircon?
I think they're optic ports or something, I don't know, it's a hydraulic. I don't know whether it's hydraulic or it might be aircon, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know the other one's got, I don't think it's got one.
I can't remember. Oh.
How much reckon's in there?
Yeah, there's some in there. About here. What are we doing then? What's wrong with what are we spraying for?
Fungicide.
Yeah.
Fungicide and a growth regulator, mate.
Slow it down growing, is it?
It's to make it a bit stiffer in the bottom, that's all really. It's not really to make it slow it down, so
No.
just make it a bit stiffer in the stem and it'll stand up.
Alright.
But it looks, they're going to bust a lot of disease in that, mate, to be honest.
No.
I thought the other day when it didn't look quite right, but I thought it's more to do with water
Yeah.
than anything else. And I think that's true. You can look at it now with the sun on its back,
Yeah.
different crop.
I'll just show you up close where the disease was. That is the disease on the leaves there. But farmer is saying it's not quite as bad as they thought it was. It's more to do with the moisture that we've had from the rainfall, the heavy rains that we've had. Farmer reckons it's more to do with that, but it won't hurt it, and the growth regulator will help it as well. Bowser will come home, we'll get that filled up, ready for the next lot. It looks alright though, the wheat, doesn't it?
Oh, look, yeah, it looks pretty. Yeah, the railway field ain't quite so good where it's flooded.
No.
But Rags looks bloody good where it ends. So,
yeah,
you know, all in all, mate, the only dodgy bit is where the water lays there.
Yeah.
By that rick.
Yeah.
Whether it's that side of the rick or this side of the rick.
And that's just known areas, isn't it?
Flood, mate. There ain't nothing you can do about it.
No.
Probably, you know, good long from suddenly you're beating yourself up over it, but actually would it be any different? Probably not.
No.
The only thing that we could have done was left it till now and drilled it now. Would you have got on it? I don't know, mate. You might have done it yesterday.
Yeah.
And it isn't right.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it all in one day though, would you? Farmer's on his normal tyres again now. You can only ride wide tyres for so long before you start. Ow, my head. Okay. Oh, I've just made a right mess of that, Matthew, haven't you? Well, let's start again, shall we? Yeah, you can really only go wide tyres for so long before you start running down bits of crop that you don't really want to run on. So he's back on his thinner tyres now. Hopefully, you know, we're meant to get some warm temperatures end of this week. We've got another cold night tonight. Farmer's got a lot of spraying on. He's got to go through all the wheats at each farm, and then he's got to go back and start again, pretty much. But that will help this yellow rust. And he was saying the growth regulator will just give the bottom a bit of strength, stop it getting so tall. You don't want it crazy tall, you see. You don't want your wheats crazy tall, because then the wind will blow it and it'll blow it over, and then that's when you lose all your corn. To laid corn, they call it. It's a job to get it through the combine. It's a job to get all the seeds back, and most of it you lose. It's so we could try and control how tall it gets. And at the moment, it's the weather at the moment, sunshine, rain, it's growing weather, so it wants to grow as much as it can at the moment. This bit here, this is a compacted area, but the main of the field, they're really good up here actually. He was just saying there's one real small one at the back there that's not quite as good as everything else, but we're really, you know, we've been happy from the start with the wheat. So